Good day to everyone. Good morning to you whenever you are, and good evening here from down under. This is Wilhelmina, and this is my virtual office. This is a summarized video. I summarize in order for you again to understand that gold is precious mineral. Goodbye 2023. Welcome 2024. Why gold is very important to the world economy? Why? There is an answer. Gold is the world asset. Central bank needs gold, refinery needs gold, jewelry manufacturer needs gold. Everybody needs gold because gold has many uses. Can you see what I wear? This necklace, the raw materials is coming from Africa. This necklace that I purchased in Dubai, the raw materials is coming from Africa. You are buying a dory bar. You're buying a raw materials that you are going to re-smelted to make into jewelry, to make into full state. So therefore, gold has many uses. Isn't it correct, Mr. Baya? Now, you're buying gold because the world is not certain. The paper money has no value without the reserve of gold from the central bank. Why Australian mining company is in Africa positioning themselves? They are mining to get the gold, to get the dust gold, smelt into bar, then they re-smelted, then they're gonna refine into different uses. Why Russian is in Mali? They are opening the refinery in order to get the gold. And you, as a small trader, your eyes is bigger than a profit, but you don't have a capital. Your capital is very less. How could you make profit if you don't have a capital? How could you get the profit? You use saliva and then you're gonna leverage. You're gonna say, yeah, I'm the buyer. I have the buyer. Bring it to Dubai, bring it to Hong Kong, bring it to Australia, and bring it to Germany, and bring it to United States, or bring it to Middle East. We will pay after final assay. Big no-no. You don't have the cash. Gold is cash. The gold cannot leave the country of origin without export documentation under your name. Now, how are you able to get Mr. Buyer? You watch this video, listen very carefully from the beginning to the end. When you watch this video, I'm sure you would comprehend, I'm sure you will understand if you went to school. Because when Wilhelmina handle the seller, I am the alter ego of the seller. The seller hired Wilhelmina because of my experience in marketing. I do the marketing for Africa. I do the educational to you, being a future buyer, being running around from group to group like LinkedIn, like WhatsApp, like Facebook, and like YouTube. You have to comprehend. If you're a trader, relax, listen to this video, subscribe and click below, then you will understand that this is not an easy business. This is cash business. Do not ask, well, Amina, what is the price? You as a businessman, you should know that. You go on Kitco, you go on the world market, then you will see the price of the world market every day. Our selling price, less 8%. You are lucky you get the less 8%. I'm gonna tell you, there was a lady from Zimbabwe, and she smuggled the gold from Zimbabwe to bring it to Dubai, and she was caught in the airport. She brought 1 kilo in order for her to show to the buyer in Dubai, because she was being offered that the buyer from Dubai will invest the gold to them. She was caught on the act. She was considered as a smuggler. We don't smuggle the gold. because the government is very strict. The government has changed. Any gold, any diamond leave the country of origin without the KPC, Kimberley certificate, without the export documentation that the buyer did pay the product. If you didn't pay, the gold cannot leave the country. If you're gonna smuggle, good on you. You smuggled it, you're gonna be caught when you leave the country, or you're gonna be caught when you arrive to the destination. Why? If the export documentation is not perfectly done, then you are going to meet disaster. Yes, I can guarantee you 100%. Guaranteed, you are going to be jailed. Like this lady from Zimbabwe. She's the niece of the president. You go on YouTube. The lady smuggled gold from Zimbabwe to Dubai. She was been caught. Do you want to be caught, Mr. Buyer, smuggling because of profit? Would you like to do that? Then you are waiting for disaster. If you are really true businessman, Mr. Buyer, you don't need to smuggle it. You pay it, follow the golden rules of the country, then you will get the gold. Now, this morning, I have a very 1 hour live video conference with the buyer. And his family is in gold business. But he tried to measure my brain. And he been talking about the profit. And I told him, that's not my business. You're a businessman. Your family has been in gold business. You know that gold is profitable. And don't play games with Wilhelmina. Because I know this business. You would not be involved in gold business if there is no profit. You wouldn't. Why are you going to be involved if there is no profit? Mhm. At the end of the day, middle of their conversation, I psychologized this buyer from Middle East. He's just playing games with my guts. And I told him, I play games with you. I psychologize you. I use business psychology. We have a live video conference, a live video call. And he admitted that I am very, very tough. And I told him, the seller hired Wilhelmina. And I am also helping you. I am your business facilitator. And I charge my services. I told him, you are using already my information. Information worth $1 million. He was laughing. At the end of the day, he said, he was being approached a lot of offer. I told him, go for it. And he said, I found you on YouTube. And I told him, you did not watch the video properly and you did not read the full corporate offer. Suddenly he said, well, Amina, I want to deal with you. I said, yeah, I will believe if you comply what our conversation transpired. So, yeah, I will send them the business registration. Yeah. And I told him I will believe that when I receive it. Now, I have 4 buyers. Already we send the contract. One buyer from Korea, very wise. One buyer from Paris, very wise. One buyer from Canada, very wise. One buyer from Australia, very wise. Okay, why I say this very wise? We exchange his information and my seller's information. And I told him, we send you the information, the company profile of the seller. You have the privilege to talk to the head office. You have. And you can talk to the head office. Whatever the contract it says, that's the price. And when you walk into the office without me, the seller say, oh, our selling price is 5%. It's not on the contract. Why my seller says that? There was a guy from Ghana. His name is Kwasi. And he was been following me. And he met my driver who took a vacation in Ghana. And they flew together to the office, to Conakry. And he was talking to my boss. Yeah, I told him, good on you. So he called me, well, Amina, I'm here in your office. I believe that your seller is real. And I told him, why you say that you believe that you're already in the office? Mhm. You met the CEO, you saw the gold, but you didn't have the money. So he saw the gold because he wanted to see. He was being sent by his buyer. His buyer paying his services as well. So, and he sent the picture to the buyer, and the buyer wanted the gold to deliver to Ghana. So Mr. Kwasi called me. I'm here in your office. Why it's Wilhelmina, you say 8% and your boss selling 5%? That was 3 years ago. Mhm. And I told Mr. Kwasi, you are not paying attention. You didn't go to school. You didn't comprehend. I said our selling price less 8% if you you will be with Wilhelmina. Mhm. Because I can renegotiate the price because of me. So he went to the office. My seller said, "Ha, our selling price 5%. Take it or leave it." So he failed. So he called me, oh, on your video, on your YouTube, it's 8%. Yes, it's true. You will only get 8% tax included when I'm gonna be with you. Because the seller would not give you the gold tax included because there is a tax for that. Why I say that? Why I offer? Okay? When I travel with you, I already renegotiated the price on your behalf. The seller will listen to Wilhelmina because I am their alter ego. Alter ego means I am their fully authorized mandate with the paperwork, and I would not float around my mandate letter so that it would not be spoiled by the joker broker online. So what happened? He failed, he returned to Ghana, he doesn't have the money. See? Now Mr. Buyer, this is a lesson. I have also I have also meeting in Dubai a German and a guy from Netherlands. He was talking to me face to face. Still he's greedy. He wanted more. He wanted more, but when he resell it, I told this German when I'm meeting him on a Holiday Inn, and I told him, "You are very wise. You are crook. Well, you know that when you resell the good to the refinery, you can sell it to 2%, and you're asking substantial discount. You are ripping off Africa." Mhm. This guy from Netherlands, he flew to Sierra Leone. He was offered 35%, $35. And what happened? He didn't get the gold. And he said that in Sierra Leone, there's a lot of scammer. Correct. A scammer means you were being deceived. You allowed to be deceived. So therefore, you are part of syndicate. You are part of scam activities. Yeah. The real seller would not tell you like this because the seller authorized me and I educate you, Mr. Buyer, and I also educate my seller. Now, January, we are offering a very good incentives. Mhm. Now, everybody is busy because it's Christmas. We're almost ending 2023. So, you planned now, you send your letter of interest attention to Wilhelmina. After you watch this video, you click on the link, you go to the platform of my Facebook, you read there is a full corporate offer. I want you to digest it, comprehend it properly, relax, don't rush because this is not a rush business. This is a real business. This is worth $1 million of business. I don't know if you have $1 million. I don't know. I don't know if you have $500,000. I don't know. So, Mr. Baya, tell me, how can I help you 2024? Mhm. If you don't have the money and using your saliva, pretending that you have a buyer, you are going to leverage, it wouldn't work. This is money you're buying. There is no bargain. You're lucky to meet Wilhelmina. Why are you buying diamond? Diamond is girl's best friend. You're buying uncut. When you cut that, 1,000% profit. That's not my business. You're buying raw materials. If you are a good diamond trader, you know the business. When you cut that, it's worth $1 million worth of diamond. You're buying raw materials. I will help you to renegotiate on the price, but my services is not for free. I do charge you, Mr. Buyer, my services. Yes, I do charge you to accompany you to cover my travel cost expenses. If you cannot afford, meaning to say you have no capital at all, you pretend to have a capital. You pretend that you are a buyer. To me, you are not a buyer. Watch out, Mr. Buyer. When I request you to open your camera, I start to recognize your voice. I start to listen to your facial expression. I start to examine whether you are a buyer or not. I am using business psychology. Now, Mr. Buyer, I'll give you my background. Wilhelmina is very strict. Wilhelmina used to be in sales for 36 years. Wilhelmina used to be in real estate. Wilhelmina used to sell funeral arrangement. Wilhelmina used to sell mobile phone here in Brisbane. Wilhelmina used to be in real estate. I was top salesperson, Mr. Baya. The seller, the company in Africa, saw my profile when I was in real estate. I always look after my clients. I always close the deal. I was the one who introduced this, Mr. Baya. I was the one. You will not see any joker broker putting his face or her face to tell the world they are running around on WhatsApp, they're running around on LinkedIn, they're running around on Facebook, pretending to be a buyer. Oh, I have a buyer. When I interview them, I'm next to the buyer. 2024, I'm no longer entertaining that. If you have a buyer, you need to listen to this. Your buyer is paying you. And don't ask commission because we don't pay double commission here. Instead, we give the buyer a very good incentives. Now, because Wilhelmina is very kind and generous, let me handle it. If you're a broker watching this video, create a group chat. Come for conference with me and your buyer. I will see whether your buyer is really a real buyer. If not, don't waste my time because I would not entertain anymore. I have given you guys, Joker Broker, an opportunity, but you don't read. I put that on WhatsApp because I'm a member of WhatsApp. You're running around and you don't read, you don't comprehend. To me, you're a time waster. Yes, you must remember, you're buying valued goods. Does that make sense now, Mr. Baya? Now, I will give you the link on YouTube. I want you to click the link and you will be redirected into my platform on Facebook. I will no longer putting the FCO on my YouTube channel. The meaning of FCO is full corporate offer. We are offering live that we have the gold. We are offering that gold is 22 plus, equivalent to 23. We are offering that the gold, the purity is from 95, 96, 97. We are offering to you, Mr. Buyer, if you're watching, we are selling F.O.B. We don't sell CIF, cost, insurance, and freight. Therefore, you have a difficulty on cash flow. You can only afford to pay the cost insurance. How about paying the gold? That is normal. You have to pay the shipping cost. That is normal. You insure the gold when the gold leave the country of origin. Does that make sense, Mr. Buyer? Now, 2024, I would have a very good announcement. I will announce it when you come for conference. If you are really a buyer, you will gonna be happy and you will get a really good profit in buying gold and diamond. I will not tell here. I want you to come for conference with Wilhelmina. Then I will offer you a very good package. A very good package. So, meaning to say, you have to watch out my announcement. It would be announced on my platform on Facebook, right? Now, Mr. Baya, I wish you a Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year and enjoy your holiday. Start to bank now. You you inquire now, make a reservation. I'm going to fix the price. If the price on January turned to 2,100 per ounce, use your calculator in dollars term, 67. Mhm. So, Mr. Baya, you would not find the gold that offer you a very good substantial discount. Now you're gonna say, well, Amina, how much is your services? That is a very good question. My services to accompany you, I charge my services. I am charging you $20,000 to cover my expenses. In return, I will give you a very good deal, and believe me, you will get a handsome profit. But if you cannot afford to pay my expenses, my services, meaning to say you don't have the money, you pretend to you pretend to have a money. You are in business, Mr. Baya. If you cannot afford, you can travel. I will arrange the meeting in the office. We will do the contract, how many kilos. Then if there is an issue, don't come back to me because I'm too far. It's better you spend money to make money. Wilhelmina will be with you from the beginning to the end. Does that make sense, Mr. Baya? That is my explanation, and this is a recap of buying gold 2023. Welcome 2024. Goodbye 2023. Thank you very much. Have a pleasant good morning to you and Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year. Enjoy the party.